All right, so we're going to start with a bridge. We're going to come up onto our toes. We're going to bring our hips up to the ceiling. I like to come up to a shoulder, right? So we're going to start with a big bridge to one shoulder. Then we're going to come back down without our butt touching the ground. We're going to come back up to the same shoulder, and we're going to step over. Big step over, and then a big back step. And then we're going to come back down without our butt touching the mat, and we're going to come back up and bridge one more time. And the third time, we're going to come through, thread the needle with our foot, and then bring it out. And we're going to come do the other side, right? Same thing. We're going to come up to a shoulder. We're going to come up to the shoulder and step over, back step, back into our position, and then one more time, bridge up, thread the needle through, and come back.
Okay, so back retention drill for warm-ups. So he falls to the side, scoots his hips out. Right, my leg comes off, he scoots his hips out, I'm losing him. So I'm going to drive up to my knees here, get tight to him. I'm going to throw my leg over and pull him back to the other side. And now he's going to scoot his hips out and away here. This is the easy side. I'm going to drive him up. Get my knee tight to him, throw my leg over, pull, drop him back to the other side. He's escaping, driving him up, getting my knees close, throwing my leg over, lifting him, dropping him back to the other side. First back defense we're going to do, thumb in, hand on top, pinch my elbow down, cup here, pull everything down and across so she can't pull it up into a choke. I got my thumb in between us. From here, I'm going to step my feet off at an angle. I'm going to drive my head and my shoulders to my mat, to the mat, going at an angle this way. Here, drive, turn. I want both of my shoulders on the mat. I'm super heavy on my head, almost like it's pinning her arm to the mat. This arm is going to start to cut in between us as I walk my hips out, turn them up. Walk them out, turn them up. It's just holding on to this hook. We can clear that, walk it out, turn it up. More likely than not, we're going to clear the bottom hook. She's going to try to hook my hip, other cross hip. Here, coming across, elbow in between us, blocking her hip. Ending in a footlock position. Again, here, I step my feet off to the side. I'm going to drive my head and my shoulder to the mat this way. Here. Turn. Turning so my chest is facing up at the ceiling. My hips are off the mat, off her leg. My head's heavy. I'm going to start driving this elbow down in between us, turning into her. From here, I block the hip, move my hips back, and in the footlock position. Next one we're going to do, it's the bare bone basics, the best. Thumb in, pinch down. You can grab up high on the shoulder here if there's a gi. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive back here and bridge. I'm going to walk my hips away. As I walk them away, I turn them up. I'll walk away, turn them up, and that's going to clear the hooks. I'm pulling, and I'm staying really heavy on their upper body. Now once I'm here, I step over, I keep my bridge, keep coming over, block the hip, drive my hips back. Let's try it from this angle here. Here, first things first, thumb in, pinch the elbow down, grab up high, feet in, drive back. Walk my hips out, turn them up. Walk them out, turn them up. Once I'm here, I can step over. If she's trying to chase me with this leg at this point, I can grab, elbow in, push straight. Keep walking out, Hips come back, my hips are on the mat. Finish in side control. So we're gonna do a body triangle escape. This is not mine. We fall to the side, choking arms on the bottom. So the first one we're gonna do, he's not hiding his foot. We're just gonna be here. Once I get this, I'll be able to use this hand to fight. I gotta keep control of his wrist. I'm not too worried about getting choked now. I'm gonna drop my hips, bring them back, step over, collect the foot. Grab the toes, start pulling it up, walk my hips out, and then just like the first one, I'm gonna take my elbow, come in between us, push back, and on the leg. Let's do this side. Choking side on the bottom. I'm going to come back, step over, trap the leg, grab the toes, pull it up, break the lock, start walking this out, elbow starts driving down in between us, block the hip. As he tries to sit up, bottom leg, knee comes in between us, step on the hip, into the footlock position. A detail on it, if we're on the side, he's got the body lock, and he's not letting me catch that foot. He's hiding his foot. So I can't get that foot. I'm going to pick my hips up, capture the knee. All of this only happens when I've got control of his wrist. Here, capture here. Now I can bring my hips back and down, back, capture the foot, let go of the knee, grab the leg, and go back to the rest of the pass. So now we're going to scoot out. It's a little different, a little more difficult, but like all of them, thumb in, protect the neck. I'm going to take my feet, step them out, drag my butt down. I'm bridging now. This hand, elbow is going to slice to the inside of the leg, come in. This is going to paddle, kick this off. I'm going to step over. As I step over, I've got to keep control of his hip. No, I want you to spin with me, right? Keep control of his hip, here or here, and come around. Just like that. So now let's try from this side. Here. Protecting the neck. Scoop my butt down. Elbow comes in. This comes off. This comes to here. I want to be careful that I'm not being lazy with this and spinning right into a triangle. I've got to really step over and control his leg. Grab the collar and finish.
All right, so our situational training this week, we're going to start in the side control position. We're going to get the gift wrap. The guy on top is going to get the gift wrap and then move through that first position to take the back. Once we're on the back, we go live, and the person on the back is going to try to submit. The person that has their back taken is going to try to escape. Submission resets, escape resets, and we go back through that again until the timer changes for us to switch partners.